for this Caitlyn. Very important cooldowns as this Earth Herald is going to be started up for the Monkeys. Liv looking for some way to walk in, but these traps are going to make it very difficult. Unbreakable will block up that first headshot auto, but Besties are just watching this objective go down, and they're looking for an angle in the fight. They're trying to find something, but it's just nothing doing for them.
Yeah, it's now they're just gonna keep looking for some sort of
is gonna get pulled in. Showstopper available, so Pyrite will finally get onto that backline with a nice haymaker, but it's just onto that Malphite. It's not the primary target you want. Now Singular Bread is going to look for an engage. Fenbach looking for the unstoppable onslaught into 3. He'll go down, but he'll set his team up for victory. Yomi finds 3.
Yomi, well played there once again. Just so safe. Has some threat from the set, but there's just nothing left in the tank there damage-wise. Yeah.
They're not in a spot where they really have a lot of agency at this point. It again feels like this is something that we talk about sometimes with the Divinity teams. They just have situations where they're sitting and they're looking at an objective that's been taken by the enemy team, and they're saying like, "Hey, we can try and find something. We can maybe look for a fight," but it feels like a 7-30 play that they're looking for, as opposed to just saying, "Okay, let's find some sort of cross-map play. Let's look for the dragon while they're doing the turret. Let's try and find, a side lane turret, get some objective bounties in our pocket." As Otter actually getting into the pit here. Singular Bread is forced out, has the smite available though, and it's just going to be able to smite that one away. Otter not able to get there in time. And now, with that dragon taken, Baron Besties, how are you going to manage this fight? They're going to be able to finally take down Singular Bread with one more auto from Hercules Sin, who's looking for some extra damage. But they will go down as Yomi just hits them with a massive headshot. Liv will win this Immortal Combat out there, but Alphight and Yomi still untouched, just absolutely running the train on the combat. Unbreakable, not unbreakable in the face of Yomi on the Caitlyn. Will go legendary. Now Pyrite left on their lonesome, and Fenbach is just going to use the unstoppable onslaught for a bit of celebration as Literal Monkeys take the ace.
Yeah, nicely played there from Literal Monkeys, and I think this game is all but lights out. I don't think there's any comeback angle that you can actually find with this comp at this point, with the Caitlyn being so far ahead, probably getting back with the 3rd item already completed, and Victor's well on his way as well. So I think overall this should just be a nice, clean execution here for Literal Monkeys. With the Baron up now, they're going to turn their attention towards it as soon as they finish this pressure on the bot side. They might even be able to claim up the turret with the help of the Grubs, but everyone is in the area. You don't want to be overstaying at this point in the game.
Yeah, and as much as we are celebrating Alphight and Yomi, I think getting a lot of the gold here and being a presence in team fights and getting a lot of the damage down, it really is Singular Bread and Fenbach setting up their team for success every single time a fight is around. Anytime Pink Penguin will find a Leona ulti onto 1 or 2, the engage is right there behind the -1 for Yomi. The engage is right there. They're able to find follow-up, and they're able to be a consistent frontline for the team. And again, this is just what Malphite does so well. And even this is what Volibear does really well. Early into the game, before he starts falling off, this champion is a monster. And by the time he starts falling off, Malphite's coming online. He's nearly at 2 items now and is going to be the next unkillable tank for Baron Besties.
Yeah, I mean, Baron Besties now has to look for something, but they're kind of getting corralled here. A Blast Plant's actually going to knock Pot of Greed back in. Pink Penguin going early.
But it's on to Liv, so it's not exactly the target they're hoping for an engage to be found on. But with the rest of Monkeys coming nearby, I don't think Baron Besties wants to stick around for any sort of fight. And yeah, it's just not a good spot for any of the members of Baron Besties. It's going to take a miracle to find a comeback here. They're going to have to fight and scrap for every inch of territory they can look for. But it's a nice engage from Pink Penguin with the solar flare onto the backline, and Moxie is deleted. Singular Bread takes a bite out of crime with that one. Alphight getting that extra last hit on to Liv, and Baron Besties, that jungle is not your jungle anymore.
Yeah, well-placed solar flare there from Pink Penguin's gonna lock down Moxie, and Moxie just not in a safe spot. Quay can be pretty far ranged, but solar flare is one of the longest range engages in the game, so just finds the stun there. It's an easy follow-up. I will say the choke that Pot of Greed was caught at, kind of towards that jungle entrance, was maybe one of the few opportunities they could have found Yomi, since Cleanse was actually down. They could have just looked for that Glacial Prison to maybe lock down that kill with the help of the Kaisa ultimate. Obviously very risky, but at this point, risks need to be made if they want to come back in this game.
Yeah, at this point in the game, when you're this far behind, he's going to be the retail top for Little Monkeys in the mid lane. But when you're this far behind, he's just going to be. You have to find those like 20%, 15% odds plays that if you get the win out of it, you're going to be rewarded so heavily. But until you find those plays, you're just going to be in such a rough spot because any 50-50, any situation where Monkeys are going to have any sort of likelihood of winning, they're just going to come out ahead with it. You need to find those miracle angles, find those lines.
Yeah, it's not going to get any more easy. I mean, like, they really just have to find Yomi, but Cleanse is coming back up. Alpha is also an opportunity, but Victor is kind of a tanky mage, has high base stats in general. Look how Baroned up Grubs there, just going to be able to claim up that turret there, and yeah.
Now with the engage, Liv maybe potentially out of position. Finally, Spare won't find a target in that shot. And the rest of Baron Besties hold up in their base, trying to just wave. They're trying to just survive the onslaught that is the literal Monkeys here. I think there's an opportunity for a dive if Monkeys want to find it with their Baron buff, but they're just going to play it slow and clean. As Mox is going to take a massive amount of damage from that built-over Peacemaker, and I think now without the wave clearing for them, potential pick here. Pink Penguin looking for an opportunity on to Live, and this Braum is not that tanky in front of all the Fed members. Chaos Storm will find the last all fight, and Literal Monkeys, again with decisive fashion, 24 minutes, they're going to open up the first inhibitor.
Yeah, Literal Monkeys making a statement here. 24 minutes is something you expect in pro teams for at least stomps like these, so pretty good execution. We've seen a lot of back and forth games, but these have been pretty clean across the board. No huge mistakes that open up the entire game, or if they are, they already have a gold lead enough to just stave off any of those opportunities that do present themselves. But so far, it's looking pretty tough. I don't even know if Pot of Greed can engage on Fenbach and actually have enough damage to take this rock down.
Yeah, not with the Sunfire plus the Canic Recurrent. You do really have to find something onto either Pink Penguin or onto one of the squishy backliners, but with Yomi not only playing Caitlyn, so having one of the biggest ranges in the game, but also just having Cleanse and having Flash, it's so difficult to find an opportunity as Baron Besties are forced to come out of their base and fight here as this is Soul Dragon. If this Mountain Soul goes over, it's just an unkillable squad for the Monkeys. So Baron Besties, how are you going to find your angle? What are you going to be able to do? Moxie over the wall, and Bounty's going to be smited away as Pot of Greed is going to find it. They'll get the steal, but can they survive the fight afterwards? Tyrant is going to almost get the shutdown on the Fedbot, but won't be able to find the damage. And now Pink Penguin on the front line with a beautiful solar flare. Moxie finally gets that Spiral of Despair, but this bear is angry. Singular Bread just running them down. All fight will find the last hits. Yomi will find the last hits. It's an ace for the Monkeys. Teleported to the base. Soul denied, but the game and the series and playoffs will go to the Monkeys.
Literal Monkeys gonna secure their spot in playoffs due to that head-to-head clause, and they're gonna make it a dominant one. There really was not much to say here for Baron Besties. Felt like they went out with a bit of a whimper. Didn't really find any big fights between Game 1 and Game 2 besides that one near the Baron Pit in Game 1, but Game 2 is gonna be all Literal Monkeys all the time, and they're gonna 2-0 this series quite easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it really didn't even feel like Baron Besties played that poorly. I don't think they made a lot of big mistakes, a lot of like problematic engages or issues with positioning. It really was just Monkeys were able to own the map from minute one. Singular Bread on this volley there, both in games 1 and 2, was just unstoppable. The Sejuani, I think, just takes that little bit too long to clear that person's set of camps, to get online, to get on the map, and if you give Volume one angle of opportunity to get into the game, it just starts to run the rest of the map over, and it's not even close.
Yeah, I mean, it really was the Singular Bread show. You know, the carries did perform here for Literal Monkeys. You know, Yomi and Alpha definitely doing a good job in that game there, but I will say Singular Bread at the end of the day was the real focal point for this team. He made an MVP performance, you know, finds the early ganks in both the games. I mean, if Game 1 was just straight up a carry performance, 1v9, had the most gold in the game, no surprises there, and then, you know, good job on Literal Monkeys not to throw, and that's the kind of stuff that they're going to want. If they now have technically an opportunity to maybe edge out Dorado Gaming for that 3rd seed. We'll see if that ends up happening. But
yeah,
it is going to be a little bit tough.
They're up against Dorado next week, so I think if Dorado ends up losing this week to UVG, there's an opportunity for them to edge out that third seed, or even if they win the if Dorado does win this week and they win the head-to-head up against Dorado, they can claim that third seed. It's a lot to potentially look over. I've got a foldy sheet that I'm going to put together, and we're going to figure it out. All of the potential outcomes coming out of this week, but quick set of games today means that's going to be it for us here on the Titan Esports broadcast. I've been What's Verdict. That's been Golden. Anti and Loki Bear, our producers in the back, just making sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible. Chris Sunga stepping in for a little performance himself there. Thank you all so much for joining us here. We appreciate you all so much, and we'll catch you next week for more Divinity action. Have a good night.
There's no time for regret, but I remember how I slept in your chest. I want to forget it, take a breath and leave you away. But it's not that easy, 'cause you make me miss you again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. There's no time for regret, but I remember how I slept in your chest. I want to forget it, take a breath and leave you away. But it's not that easy, 'cause you make me miss you again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again. If you want, just come. If you want, just come. Don't leave me again, leave me again.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.